Wealth, fortune, money, everything everybody wants. The ability to buy everything they want and everything they need without a single care in the world. A 7-day private cruise ship tour around the Caribbean with a Wagyu dinner served every night. A mansion with enough space to fit 2 of every animal on Earth. An entirely maxed out Genshin Impact account. Unfortunately, those are all dreams everyone has. And with the economy going to shit and tariffs being put into place,
You may even get tired of winning!
Jeff Bezos may just be a homeless person. Being rich is almost everyone's dream, aside from being happy. Some say money can bring you happiness, but I say give him $100 and see what he thinks about that quote. While we peasants have to worry about bills and what's on the table, some incredibly hardworking and lucky individuals get to enjoy the lavish lifestyle of eating the most pristine food in the world without doing as much as lifting a finger. And with the age of the internet, we get to see and watch and spectate as they spend their money on the stupidest things ever. I don't know if it's just a genetic thing that the richest people are the stupidest people in the terms of buying things. You'll see rich people buying stuff like cars, food, yachts, houses, all without really having any practical use to them. But I guess I can't really blame them because they have enough money to last 30 lifetimes. And it's not like I can do anything about it except making fun of them. And I think one of the stupidest things rich people spend their money on is art. Most specifically, modern art. There are some people out there that commission art mostly for race, but these art, at least I still see a value in them. Years and years of training to create a painting or a drawing and to hang it on a wall or set your wallpaper to it or to jerk off to it is nice. The same thing can be said for stuff like sculptures and the sorts. They take time, material, and at the end of the day, they're just really nice to look at. But then we arrive to modern art.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
See this banana duct taped to a wall? Bananas barely cost $1 and a bit of duct tape. It almost looks like one of those pranks where some kid leaves his shoe at an art museum and a bunch of people think it's such impeccable works of art. Gullible pricks. But let's say this piece was sold. How much do you think it'll cost? $1? $2? Maybe mark it up a bit, $10? If you guess $6.2 million, you'd be correct. Is that not just insane? You have artists that spend half their life drawing, open up commissions for like $250 a pop, and some asshat duct tapes a fucking banana to a random wall and gets paid in generational wealth amounts. And it doesn't stop there. This piece, which is just a tint of red, is $1.1 million. This one that looks like Pong, $43.8 million. A blank canvas for $80,000. Okay, this one is pretty funny though. It's literally called Take the Money and Run. I'll give it to them. People always say that it's not about the looks, it's about the meaning. Art is about the meaning. Look, if you want something that has a lot of meaning and doesn't cost half your heart, just go buy a book. All the meaning is written there so your brain doesn't have to do Olympic level mental gymnastics. Other than art, rich people will try to spend on other things totally meaningful, things that are needed to survive, like food. Fine dining. I think it's called fine dining because if you are asked how it was, the only thing you can really say was, I guess it's fine. I get some food being sold at $100 or more. Stuff like Wagyu. The cows are treated like gods. They are having the best life. Hell, I think they are having a better life than me. And when they ultimately go through a slaughterhouse, you're left with the finest cut of beef worth its weight in gold. Marbling as if it was made of real marble. And the taste, according to some people who have tried it,
It's so good.
but there are some food that isn't worth its weight in dirt. You've all seen and heard of Salt Bae, professional narcissist selling his subpar steaks wrapped in $7 gold leaves for tens of thousands of dollars. You'd think nobody would buy this, right? Nope, a lot of people did, and they would flex their bills like they just had the Last Supper with Jesus. Other fine dining restaurants also offer food for a whole lot of money only to give you a kid's portion. Like, bro, I came here to be fed. Some people argue that it's the experience, but if I'm looking for an experience, I would just go to Disneyland, or better yet, a bar. Rich people also have quite the taste in their choice of vehicle. Private jets to cover short distances and yachts. I don't know if I'm just not the right target audience because I'm broke as hell, but I don't get why rich people really like their yacht so much. I mean, it's not even the best mode of transport. It's barely a house on a boat that'll give you motion sickness after 30 minutes being on it. And why the hell do most of these guys have multiple of them? To party? Like that's any better on water than on land? To live in? Like they don't have 3 mansions already? Like I get private jets more, but there are small planes that's basically only for you and they cover a lot of ground quickly, and a single one of them is better than a whole fleet of yachts. Speaking of living, houses, mansions, really big houses with a garage enough to fit an entire presidential motorcade, can fit a whole neighborhood into one of them and you still don't have enough space to fit an elephant. I get why people buy houses like these because some of them have like 2 swimming pools, the whole bar, a whole fucking basketball court, a fucking water park for God's sake. And this is one of the things rich people buy that I can get behind sometimes. The space may be too big for someone like me, but it's not a complete waste unlike a yacht. Some mansions do have stuff that are too gimmicky, like an entire goddamn water park, but what I can't get behind is sports cars. I don't know if it's just me, but I find the prospect of actually owning any sports car miserable. I feel like 90% of the appeal of sports cars is to drive them around and go extremely fast in them. But when it's in your possession, you don't only drive it, you have to take care of it, and a small scratch in these things can cost you a liver. And it's not like you can utilize its roaring engines anyway. You act like the highway doesn't have traffic jams, and even if there were no jams, whoa, speed limit's still 60, buddy. And leaving this car anywhere would just be a nightmare to me. It sticks out like a sore thumb. It's almost like leaving your laptop in a coffee shop while taking a piss. Someone ought to take it, or at least damage it out of jealousy. I feel like it'd be better to rent one for like a day and rent a racetrack, because if you're not a spoiled, egotistical fuck, you wouldn't drive cars like this every day. If you were to give me like $1 million and tell me to buy any car I want, I'd buy a G-Wagon. This car is beefy, has a lot of space, and from what I know, is probably worth the price. I guess it's just a life we might never know what it feels like to have. How it feels like to have fuck you money in the world. And as much as I'd want a Nigerian uncle who's recently passed away that wrote me into his will and I inherit $1 million in a 2011 Subaru, unfortunately, the fastest way of getting rich is either to be born into a rich family or be a methamphetamine kingpin. But I guess we all will just be broke boys forever. While people like Jeff Bezos spend tens of millions to go to space for 12 minutes. And I guess that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching the video. Like the video if you liked it and subscribe for more content like this. Maybe tell me how you would spend a generational wealth. And until next time, see ya.